Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the INFP and examining the cognitive functions that make up this type. INFPs, which stands for Introverted, Intuitive, Feeling, and Perceiving, are a truly fascinating type. Their most defining trait is probably how unique they are even from each other. Each one you meet is going to be their own special flavor of INFP. Some universal traits they do tend to have are a boundless imagination, deep-set values they will hold to no matter what, an individualistic nature, and a desire for freedom from the restraints of society. They're usually quite creative in some way. Some INFPs I know have a real knack for writing stories. Even if they don't do that, they usually like to imagine new worlds. Now, we'll look at the function stack of the INFP. If you're not familiar with the cognitive functions, check out this video here where I explain how functions work in the Myers-Briggs system. The dominant function of the INFP is introverted feeling, or FI. Introverted feeling is a judging function, meaning one of the ways you can make decisions or judgments about something. Introverted feeling makes decisions with values. Since the INFP uses this first, they're focusing heavily on understanding how they feel about things. This isn't necessarily feel in an emotional sense, but rather an intuitive gut feeling about whether something is right or wrong, like a conviction of sorts. This could be applied to big moral ideas or just simple day-to-day things. For example, an INFP might deeply feel the value that lying is wrong. Not saying they all feel this way. Again, the value system an INFP constructs is highly individual in nature, so this is just an example. But the INFP will hold to that, even in times it would make more sense or benefit them not to do so. A less serious example could be the belief that bread should only be toasted on one side, and doing it any other way is completely wrong. Neither of these beliefs are built primarily on logic. They are instead strongly held values that INFPs feel to be true. That doesn't mean that INFPs can't be logical. Oftentimes they're very logical. To them, it just isn't the most important part of making decisions and judgments about things. I know it's very cliche, but they like to live their lives by following their hearts. The INFP's auxiliary function is extroverted intuition, or NE. This function is a perceiving function, so its main purpose is gathering information from outside oneself. Extroverted intuition gathers ideas and explores possibilities in the outside world. It looks for patterns and is very generative. INFPs use NE fairly well. It is their second function, so it gets a bit less priority than FI, but is still quite good. NE is primarily seen in INFPs through their fantastic imaginations and the way they enjoy exploring abstract concepts and ideas. The tertiary function of the INFP is introverted sensing, or SI. SI is a perceiving function as well. However, since it's introverted, it's going to be focused more inwardly. Introverted sensing primarily internalizes and reflects on sensory information it has gathered from past experience. Since it's their third function, INFPs aren't going to be doing this all the time, but they do use the function in some situations. One way INFPs tend to incorporate SI is in a desire to have a familiar and comfortable physical surrounding. I've heard types with third slot SI, INTPs do this too, as liking adventure in the mental realm, like exploring new and exciting concepts, while preferring routine, comfort, and safety in the physical realm. The INFP's inferior function is extroverted thinking, or TE. This function handles organization and efficiency in the external world. This being their weakest function, INFPs are going to struggle a bit with this. They tend to be fairly laid back by nature, though their lives may force them to override this. They might have a hard time getting the motivation or putting together the plan to actually do some of the things they've been imagining. Learning how to manage their time well, prioritize tasks, and do things efficiently is something they have to work at a bit harder than some other types. So that's a brief overview of the INFP. I hope this video has been useful to you in better understanding the type. If you enjoyed it and you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. Also, if you have a suggestion for which type you'd like to hear about next week, please comment below. This is a pretty small channel right now, so if you make a suggestion for the next video, I'll definitely see that and probably do that. So, thank you for watching!